So look what I woke up to. I woke up to cookies from Vegana at my door. Yay! Shout out to Vegana. Okay, so this was a good way to start my day with some vegan cookies. Yay! So that was a pleasant surprise. Shout out to Vegana. Because listen, they said they were delivering me cookies and the cookies were not delivered. So I was not expecting to wake up to cookies from Vegana. But before I have cookies, I'm not about to start my morning with cookies. I am intermittent fasting. Intermittent? Is that how you say it? Intermittent. Y'all know some words I be getting wrong, but bear with me. But anyway, I'm doing intermittent fasting and I'm eating from 12 to 8 every single day. So I'm about to have my first meal of the day because actually Nana at Vegana suggested that I do intermittent fasting. So I'm having my first meal of the day. It won't be cookies. It will be a smoothie. So let me show you. So I'm making a smoothie with peanut butter, coconut milk, bananas, dates, and ice. So y'all, I just finished my 4.5-mile walk and I feel so good. I have my water here. So now I'm about to take a shower, eat some food, and begin my day trading. So y'all, I feel super blessed to be able to have meal preps provided by Vegana. So help me decide what I should eat today. Well, by the time y'all see this, I'll be done already ate, but I'm gonna show y'all my selection for today. I have two options. This is a fajita, and this is rice and beans topped with Gary and vegetables. I think I'm gonna eat the fajita because, you know, fajita bread can be soggy, so I'll eat this right now. All of their meals come with juice. Gotta love this. Y'all, that fajita was so good. Like, so good, so good, so good. And it had black eyed peas in it instead of like a meat substitute. And it was a little spicy. It had cilantro, guacamole. It was everything that I needed in my life right now. So now it's time for dessert from Vegana. Oatmeal raisin cookie. I'm dancing club. Y'all know I love vegan food, but I especially love vegan dessert. So I'm dropping cookies. Let me clean up. Let me get it together. So y'all, what's going on? So this is the part of the video where I have a talk with y'all, right? So a lot of people have been asking me in the comments like, how did you move to Nigeria? How was the transition? What made you move to Nigeria, right? So if you haven't been following me and haven't been watching my social media or watching my YouTube or just know me personally, like I listen to a lot of Afro beats, and you know, I'm really against a lot of different things as far as my mindset. And so it got to the point to where I was over the United States and I was trying to figure out where I wanted to go, right? So I looked at London, I looked at Paris, I looked at Ghana. I was looking at a bunch of different countries, but I knew that I wanted to go to Lagos. So I had a doorman that worked at the apartment where I stayed at, and he was from Lagos. He's Yoruba. And so one day, me and my son were walking into the building, and I just mentioned, yeah, I don't want to live here. I want to live somewhere else. And he's like, where would you want to live? And I was like, London. And my son was like, I want to move to Lagos. And so he came close, like, oh, you want to move to Lagos, where I'm from? And he starts telling us all these different things about Lagos. And so finally I decided, I was like, you know what? I might want to move to Nigeria. that might be the go, because I love Nigerian culture. You know, I practice Ifa. At the time, I was really heavy into practicing Ifa. And I love me some Yoruba men, and I love me some Afrobeats, right? And what better place to be submerged in all those different things than Nigeria? So my doorman was like, you know what? If you move to Nigeria, you need to get someone who love you to make sure you good. Like, don't just move out there by yourself. As an American woman, you know, you pretty, you're not broke. I don't want you to be caught up in vultures. So I was like, what? Like, how am I gonna find somebody that loved me prior to me moving to Nigeria? Like, how is that gonna happen? And so lo and behold, maybe like a month or two later, I met my husband, who was in Nigeria, right? He wasn't my husband at the time. He was just my friend. And so we would talk back and forth, and I told him, I was like, you know what? If I move to Nigeria, either you gonna be my neighbor, because I'm coming, or you gonna be my boo. And he was like, no, of course I'm gonna be your boo. Like, what you talking about? And so I contemplated, and everybody was like, why would you move to Nigeria? Why would you just leave America, this plush life? I was living in a high rise in Midtown Atlanta. I was living really, really, really good, but I wanted something different for my life. I was over America. Like, it was the pandemic. It was so much going on. You know, the jab was mandatory. It was all of these things that weren't sitting with me. And I lived in Midtown Atlanta. So when they were rioting, I used to stay near the CNN building. I moved to Midtown, but when they were rioting outside of my old apartment. It was just like, we didn't know really what was going to be the state of the country. And I needed a break. And I knew that in order to get away from my old life, I had to really remove myself. Otherwise, I would be tempted to still be in the industry. I was tempted to be dealing with the same rappers I was dealing with the same bullshit, and dealing with the same habits. And I wanted something different for my life. So I set a goal, right? And for 1 year, I literally, cultivated my life in Nigeria. And it wasn't, some people say, like, I seen someone in a comment, oh, she moved for a man. It was not for a man. It was for my own personal growth. And but the spirits, my ancestors, my spirit guides told me that I needed to get my feet on the African soil. So I did it. I saved up my money. I went through the process myself of getting my visa, all of my vaccination cards, everything that I needed to get to move to Nigeria. I did it. I researched the house I wanted to live in. And luckily, by that time, I had someone that really messed with me, that really fucked with me, and was like, okay, when you get here, I'll be here for you when you get here. So when I got there, we officially met, we linked up, and we started the progression of us. But it wasn't about, like, a lot of women that move to Nigeria or go to Nigeria is for a man. For me, it wasn't about a man. For me, it was about, my spiritual journey into, really like doing what I needed to do for myself, and so I just up and left, y'all. I just up and left. And so for me, I'm one of them type of people to where, even though it was a year, it still was like up and leave, because I just, just ejected myself from my current life and moved to a different country. Even with me moving to Dubai, like, we were trying to figure out, should we go to Turkey? Should we go to Dubai? Because there was a lot of things that I realized that I didn't have when I was in Nigeria. And there was a lot of issues with, not having 24-hour power. There was a gas shortage, and it's a lot of crime that happens in Nigeria. For those who don't know, kidnapping is real, robbing is real, and I know one person that got shot and had to go to 15 hospitals. My nail tech got robbed, and they took all of her nail supplies, and these are people that are from Nigeria. So imagine what they would do to my ass driving around in a Benz, looking cute with some money, with a Gucci bag. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you, because a lot of people ask me, like, what made you move to Nigeria? I literally felt like my spirit wanted me to go there. And since going there, like, realistically, I've changed mentally, emotionally, You know, my brand has grown. It gave me a time to really focus on the Vegan Foodie brand. It gave me a chance to really focus on day trading. And it really gave me a chance to focus on things that were on my bucket list that I wasn't able to do had I stayed in Atlanta. You know, so hopefully that helps you out. For those who've been asking me these questions, because people ask me on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my Twitter, in the comment sections. But that's why I moved to Nigeria, because spiritually it was calling me, you know. And when your spirit guides tell you to do something, you do it. Okay? So y'all, this is the end of my video. Hold on, it don't even look like it's okay. There we go. Anyway, y'all, this is the end of my video. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell notification so every time I drop a video, you get that baby. Okay, I'm about to get up out of here. Shout out to Vegana. The fajitas that I had today, those cookies was absolutely amazing. Stay tuned, because tomorrow vlog, I'm gonna be showing you what you can get for 100 dirham in Dubai. So make sure y'all hit the bell notification so when I drop that video, you get that video. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.